Hello, welcome to this training video as part of a series on positive behaviour support in early childhood education. This training video is on providing choice in behaviour instruction in early childhood settings and is funded through the Regional Community Childcare Development Fund. This training video is Module 4 in Phase 2 of our set of training videos. The provision of choice and decision making is recognised in the National Quality Standards and recognises children as competent and capable, and supporting children's agency involving in decision goes across all 7 quality areas of the National Quality Standard. However, it has a particular focus on Quality Area 1, Educational Programs and Practice, where Learning Framework informs the development of a curriculum that enhances each child's learning and development. Before we begin, let's look at this term agency. Agency is defined as being able to make choices and decisions to influence events and have an impact on one's world. Supporting children's agency is about recognising that they also have a right to make choices and decisions and are capable of doing this and initiating their own learning. When children have opportunities to make choices, to attempt tasks themselves and take on increasing responsibilities, their sense of themselves as competent members of societies grow. This also links to the early years learning framework, where educators who provide children with strategies to make choices about their behaviours and value children's personal decision making help children have a strong sense of identity and a strong sense of well-being. Why use choice? Choice has actually been proven effective through many years of research and practical application. Evidence shows that the use of choice offers young children increased control over their learning or behaviour by allowing them to select from 2 or more naturally occurring options. It's important to give children the autonomy and power to make choices about things that affect them. Doing so can assist in stopping or reducing power struggles. We all want to have a say and control over our life, particularly when you are 2 and you are starting to realise that you have that say. The use of choice invites cooperation from young people and increases engagement and can be used to decrease problem behaviour. Choices for children. The best way to learn anything is to practice it to build fluency. The best way to learn to ride a bike is to ride one. The best way to learn a musical instrument is to practice often to build fluency. The best way to learn to swim is to get into the water and have a go. So therefore, the best way to learn how to make good choices is to make lots of choices and learn what it means to live with the consequences of your decisions and choices. Our lives are defined by the choices we make. They drive us forward, stall us, or hold us back. We need to learn how to make good choices that give our lives direction and will be positive and productive. The best way to help children learn to make wise choices is to start young and early, using choices that are inconsequential. It really does not matter if we choose to eat the apple or the banana today. However, the opportunity to make that choice brings with it a most important life lesson. If we have the apple and we've made that choice, we're stuck with the apple. We need to eat the apple. We can't change our mind, exchange it halfway through for a banana. So therefore, children learn that decisions have consequences and you need to live with the consequences of your choices. This helps children to think through their decisions and be prepared to accept them. If children learn to live with their decisions when they are small and given many, many opportunities to make choices as they're growing up, then it's more likely they'll be able to make wise decisions when they are older, when the consequences and repercussions can be more serious than apple or banana. Practice can improve decision making just as it improves spelling, maths, reading ability. So it's a skill that they use, develop, and will use for the rest of their life. Some of the things that you can do to assist children developing the skill of choice making and decision making is first, as an educator or an adult, decide what choices you will allow them to make. Today, are you going to have a pear or some grapes in your lunchbox? Start with a small number of options and ensure that the choice is manageable and realistic for the age of the child. Good choices for children. Today it's nap time and we're going to read a book before nap time. Which book would you like to have me read to you today? During nap time, you would like to use a red blanket or a blue blanket? Would you like a round cushion or a square cushion? Oh, today we are doing some painting. Would you like to use crayons or paints today? And at snack time, lots of different choices around what you can eat. Would you like a Vegemite or cheese in your sandwich today? The other thing you can do to help children learn and build fluency in choice making is ask them, why did you make that decision today? And get them to think through and explain their reasons for the choices that they made. The other thing you can do as an adult is model. Think out loud as you explain why you are making choices, and explaining your reasons for your choice helps them learn to make their own. When you explain your reasoning and include them in your decision-making process, they're learning the why behind why we do things. And this helps them to develop critical thinking skills they'll need to make their own smart, well-reasoned choices in the future. Instead of get your coat, you could say, well, we're going outside today. How about you put on your coat because it looks pretty rainy and cold? Or today, I think we need to do some inside play because it is very windy and wet outside. And I think that we'll all stay safe and dry if we are going to be inside today. The other thing that is very useful is the use of limited choices. There are lots of things for young children that are not negotiable. Bedtime, brushing your teeth, holding an adult hand while you are crossing the road. But what we're doing then that is providing small steps in shared power. Well, it's time to leave today. Would you like to hop like a kangaroo or stomp like an elephant as we walk out of the room? And if they don't want to leave and they want to stay playing, it's like, well, staying is not one of the choices. Would you like to hop like a kangaroo or stop like an elephant? And then it can also be very empowering to say, what's your decision? You decide, giving them some power over what happens. A word of caution around the use of choices is to not offer choices if there aren't actually choices. Often we'll say to our young children, would you like to pack up now? And then a surprise when they answer, no, I don't want to pack up. So rather than asking children a question around, would you like to wash your hands now? Sometimes it is a time to wash your hands. Come and wash your hands now. Thank you. Another great example of highlighting choices and the importance of them and the impact of them is through literature. Here we have The Three Little Pigs, and reading this story we could be asking questions around, I wonder why this little pig chose to make his house out of sticks. Do you think that was a good choice? What would you choose to make your house out in that situation? There are lots of different ways we can provide children with choice as well. We can be saying, do you want this one or that one? Would you like to read a book or do a puzzle? We can also give them lots of choice in how to do things. Would you like to do it fast or slow? How many? Would you like 2 or 3 pieces of fruit on your plate? And then who? Would you like to do it by yourself or with some help from others today? And then also, what colour, shape or size would you like to have? A red or a blue cup for your water today at lunchtime? A really lovely example of daily choice making is children choosing as they enter the room how they would like to interact with the adults in the room. So they walk in and they tap whether they want to have a little dance with the educator, whether they want to hug, they want to do a fist bump. So they get choice in how they interact with someone in the morning. Other choices may be, oh, we can get to select some activities during our circle time. Who would like to choose which of the activities we're going to do first? Who would like to choose which one we're going to do second? Song choices can also be provided to children. Giving choices may be the single most useful tool parents and educators have for managing life with young children, often described as a magic wand until children are about 5. So for example here, bedtime is not the option, but do you want to go to bed now or in 5 minutes? Would you like to read a book or watch a video before then? Why does this trick work so effectively? Because really it's a win-win solution. We're offering only choices that are okay with us, so we're happy, and child gets to pick one that's okay with them, so they're happy. You sidestep the power struggle because you aren't making them do something they're choosing. The child is in charge with your parameters. No one likes to be forced to do something. Because the child in this situation gets to choose, they are much more likely to be cooperative. So in summary, making good choices is a skill that develops gradually over time as children mature. To build fluency in choice making and decision making, young children need lots of modelling, support and practice when it comes to learning how to make good choices. So this is the final slide on this training video. And when you finish now and the video ends, we would like you to use the handout to think about your day in your centre, times and contexts when you can build in more opportunities for choice for students during a day. So can you give them more opportunities to make choices and decisions during mat time, before nap time, during lunch time, that sort of thing. So take some time to work out with your staff how you can plan for more choice for students to help them build that skill and develop fluency. Thanks so much for listening to this training video today.